you saw at the start of the program here, and she's looking at Child Protection Week. She spoke a little bit earlier to the DG in that department. Let's cross to her now. She's got the Minister of Social Development, Bathabile Dlamini. Lebo, good morning.
Well, a very good morning to you back here in Johannesburg. Welcome back to Soshanguve in Pretoria. This is the end place of Child Protection Week, which of course kicked off on the 31st of May. Now, to tell us more about what the week has entailed, what does this event mean at the end of all this week, what does child protection mean for ordinary South Africans, is the Minister of Social Development. But Minister, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, and good morning to your viewers.
Let's talk about Child Protection Week. Why is it important for us to highlight Child Protection Week and focus on this?
Child protection is very important because children are vulnerable, and so they have to be protected by families. Schools, they must be protected. Homes by caregivers, teachers, parents, and whoever works with children must ensure that they are protected. And government has signed some of the laws, starting from the United Nations to the African Union, but also South African Constitution is very clear when it comes to child protection. It focuses on the issues of children's rights. There is a Children's Act in South Africa, but also there are parts of the Children's Act that we've already started implementing, as well as the Constitution. For instance, social assistance. Secondly, the registers, the Part A and Part B.
Right.
But also there are areas that we are busy amending right now. Part A and Part B of the register. And we want to try and ensure that we align issues that have to do with care and support. And those are going to be under the Department of Social Development. And those that have to do with sexual offenses are going to be under the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development.
Let's talk about this year's theme, working together to protect our children. What is the significance of this year's theme?
We actually, this is the 5th year, and we are looking for the theme for the 5 coming years. Working together. It's because we are saying government can not work with children on its own. We have our responsibility up to a certain level. For instance, when you take the issues of violence against children, sexual abuse, we need families on those issues, because most of the time people who violate the rights of children are members of the family. And we can take children to early childhood development centers, as government has taken responsibility of early childhood development. But the greater part, again, of looking after children falls within the ambit of families, communities, and issues of rape in some parts of the country, issues of forced marriages. It's only communities that can play an important role in that. We are there as the cluster, working Department of Justice, Department of Health, basic and higher education, social development, health. we are working together to try and ensure that the lives of our children are better. But faith-based organizations, traditional leaders, and civil society organizations have also their part to play, and they must play their part.
Minister, I mean, there are laws in place, policies in place, but yet we still register a high number of child abuse in this country, higher child abuse numbers in this country. Why is the message not coming across?
The fact that people are now reporting the cases of abuse says that there is movement forward, because previously people were not reporting these cases because of fear, but also because some women depend on their partners for a living. So they would keep quiet even if their partners abuse their children. And so much as we don't support what is going on, the abuse of children, the killings of children, but people are reporting the cases. But also there are interventions that are taking place in the country, and what is important is for us to strengthen those interventions. But the most important thing about child abuse is that it is a cross-cutting issue. It needs all of us. We need to mobilize communities and let them fight against child abuse.
All right. So we are in Soshanguve today. You are on the program. What is the message and the overall message that you'll be delivering today?
The overall message that we will be delivering today is about issues that were raised by children during facilitation and dialogues, because we are trying to ensure that children speak for themselves and we say what they say, because we've always said nothing about us without us. So what we've been trying to develop is to let them tell us what they don't like, and they are highly opinionated. They are unlike us. Yeah. One, they are unhappy about the levels of violence in their families. They are unhappy about corporal punishment at home as well as in schools. And there we support them, because our people want to say that this is how we were groomed. And that was violence. And we got used to it because it was used to our great-grandparents to make them work in farms and do all sorts of things. So it is wrong. Yeah. You negotiate with children.
Right. Minister, I'm sorry we have to cut it there, but thank you so much for talking to us. Minister of Social Development, Bathabile Dlamini, talking to us about Child Protection Week, which comes to an end today here in Soshanguve. Let's take a break. Stay with us.